Hi, I'm the Schizophrenic Mom. I am blessed to be the mom of two wonderful children. My son, he is almost 4, and my daughter is almost 2. So, we're at a very busy age. A little bit about me. I enjoy writing. I love my kids. I love spending time with them. I love pets. I love being outside. Um, Although I will say that I don't like hot and I really don't like cold. So I live in the Midwest where I'm not really enjoying the outdoors like 90% of the time. I don't live in the right part of the country, I suppose. But this is my home. uh, I I want to share about mental health. I want to share about motherhood. I want to talk about just random adulting stuff that I'm an adult and I kind of have to do it. We all kind of have to do it. But that doesn't mean that I really like to do it all of the time. And so I want to just share my life. Um, I'm not very good at talking. I'm hoping that I will get better with practice because I feel like it is important for this to be talked about. When I read the news, when I see articles about schizophrenia, it's always really horrible stuff. And I'm sure I'm not the only person out there who has schizophrenia that if somebody were to find out about it, it feels like it's going to be the end of the line for that friendship. Because what people know about schizophrenia is very negative. A simple Google search can show plenty of negativity around schizophrenia. And there are negatives. I won't lie, there are negatives. But there are also positives, and I think it depends how you look at it. And I want to show a positive and yet real side of schizophrenia. I don't like feeling like if people find out, I will be judged for my mental health. I don't like feeling like everybody is thinking, oh no, what's going to happen? She's here. I want a discussion about schizophrenia. I want it to not be a death sentence. When I was told that I was schizophrenic, the psychiatrist who told me, she asked me what I wanted to do with my life. And at the time, I was in college. I was going to become a teacher, kindergarten through 8th grade, with a specialty in special education, special needs. And she looked at me and she's like, anything else? And I said, well, I want to be a mom. And she shut her folder after taking a couple notes, and she looked at me, just deadpan, and she said, well, you can forget about that. You're schizophrenic. You're never going to be able to be a teacher, and you're never going to be a mom, and you're going to be lucky if you ever get out of a hospital. And that is very devastating to be told, especially at a very stressed out time in your life anyway. And so I am happy to say that I have proven her wrong on at least one of the things. I am a mom, and I think I am an okay mom. I mean, sometimes I don't feel like I'm the best mom out there, but if you ask anybody with little kids if they feel like they're the best mom and they say yes, I want to know what they are on, what they're doing, because I have yet to find a mom who can say, yes, I am the best mom out there when I have a couple little toddlers, preschoolers running around. Especially when they get into stuff and you just want to pull your hair out. But maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't talk to that many people. So I'm working on that. And that is one of the reasons I want to share is I want, if you're watching this, I want you to, even if you don't like what I have to say, if you don't take anything really away from it, I want you to be able to say, I've seen somebody who is not as bad as the news articles on schizophrenics. On the best case scenario, I would like you to be able to say, I know somebody who is a pretty good person, who has schizophrenia, who changed my view of schizophrenia. I want to change the narrative. But as I talk about schizophrenia and everything, I want to keep a couple thoughts present. This is my story. This is my thoughts and my opinions, and it might resonate with you and it may not, and it might not be the same as anybody else's story. And it shouldn't be. We are all unique, and we are all very special in our own ways. And I just hope that by sharing about my story, it might not make it seem so bad for the next person. And for those who have people in their life who have schizophrenia, maybe it will show an insight into what it's like. Maybe it won't. Like I said, it might resonate and it might not, because we are all different and we all need different things. But I am hoping and praying that me talking about it makes the conversation a little bit better than the news articles. And on that note, schizophrenia can be scary. It is a debilitating illness. It means that I cannot do some of the things that you might be able to do. And I don't want to make it seem all positive, because it's not. However, I think that there's enough negativity about it on the media, and doing a Google search can show you all of the negatives. And so I will be trying to focus on the more positive side of things. That doesn't mean that there won't be negative things. I want this to be real. I don't want to sugarcoat things. But I also want to focus on the more positive side effects of schizophrenia and the positive impact that it has had in my life. Has had plenty of negatives too, but I want there to be more positives to outweigh the negatives than there are right now, than there were when I was diagnosed. Then, yeah, because I've seen some people who post about their mental illness, and it's been recent, and it made a big impact. And I think that that is important. Small voices to get louder. Because when you're diagnosed, you kind of feel like you're all alone. One of the reasons that I can have more positives than negatives is I have a wonderful support team. And I would recommend one for everyone, not just those with mental health issues. Everybody needs a support team. So don't be afraid to find a support team. I personally have a wonderful counselor. I work with a wonderful lady from Adult Rehabilitative Mental Health Services, ARMS for short. I've worked with a few different ARMS workers. I've worked with several different counselors. I have an amazing psychiatrist, and I like having a team of people that I can trust. I have a great doctor. I have a partner who is wonderful. I have recently made some friends that, if you had asked me 5 years ago if I would have friends, I probably would have told you no. So I am grateful for my support team. And if you're one of the people in my support team, thank you. You are very important. And if you are a member of somebody else's support team, thank you. You are more valuable than you probably know. Because without you, it would be a lot harder for everyone. And of course, I have a wonderful family, a wonderful mother who is probably the reason that I can look at schizophrenia more positively, because she kind of knew that I was schizophrenic before the doctors caught up with her. And when I started having hallucinations, one of the first things she told me was ask them what they want. And I think that was the best advice that anybody could have given me. It was a lot better than, oh no, you're seeing things, you have problems, you need locked up. Yeah, asking them what they want was a lot better than, let's lock you up. So, if you know somebody with schizophrenia, don't tell them, let's lock you up. Maybe have a conversation on what the hallucinations are and what they might be saying. My biggest goal with everything is going to be my kids and my family. And if I can balance being able to share some of the positives while still keeping them loved and cared for and have as normal of a life as possible, I want to do that. I want them to grow up in a world where it's okay. It's okay if you're different. And so, if you have figured out who I am, please respect my family's privacy. I want my kids to have as normal of a life as possible, instead of just being the crazy lady's kids, although if the shoe fits, I mean. But yeah, I want to talk about it, but I also want to balance my family and their needs. So, just be respectful. I know that's hard to do in today's day and age for a lot of people, but try it. Practice makes you better at it. Can't make you worse at it, I don't think. I mean, if practice makes you worse at things, then I'm in trouble. I hope that you enjoy my channel. I hope you enjoy learning about me, and I hope that I don't bore you or make you have worse thoughts towards people like me. And I have history, and we all have history, and I will be sharing some of that history, and it is my story. We all have bad parts, and we all have good parts, and I am not proud of the bad parts of my history, but I also wouldn't change them, because without the bad parts, without the sad parts, without the scary parts, I would not be who I am today. And I love who I have become, and I hope that I will continue to get better at loving who I am. But other than being a schizophrenic mom, I am also a high school graduate with a very high GPA. I was very proud of that. It probably should have been higher, but as my dad put it, I didn't apply myself very well. I was dealing with a lot. I am a partner to the best man. He is a teddy bear, and I love him. I am a dog mom of 2 dogs. I have 2 cats. My son has another cat, so we have 3 cats. I have chickens. I have had chickens. I may not continue to have chickens. We'll have to see on that. I am a terrible mom to all of my houseplants. My houseplants get watered about the time that they look droopy, but not crunchy. I try to water them before they get crunchy. So I may torture my houseplants. I'm sorry. And that leads me to being another title. I think that I want to garden. And so I am a little bit of a delusional gardener. I am a farm girl at heart, and I do not live in the country, so I am perpetually trying to adapt to town, city, urban life. That's always interesting. I am a daughter, I am a granddaughter, I am a niece, I am a cousin, I am an aunt, and I have a lot more titles. So I am not just the schizophrenic mom, but that is my pseudonym right now online. I picked the pseudonym to go by because that covers the majority of things I want to talk about and write about: mental health, motherhood, and family life. And if I can decrease the stigma that goes along with a diagnosis of schizophrenia, then that's icing on the cake. And I will talk more about my schizophrenia in a later video because I have talked way too long. But I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me so that I'm not necessarily scary. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, hi, and I hope to talk to you more soon. Bye.